Hello friend, this is PK. Welcome to the daily news reading section of the Hindu newspaper. I will be reading short important daily news of the Hindu newspaper. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for daily updates, and don't forget to comment about the improvement of the channel. Let's start with the daily news reading. Rahul Prashant Kishore ex-EC Lavasha on list of spyware targets. Former Congress President Rahul Gandhi, former Election Commissioner Ashok Lavasha, election strategist Prashant Kishore, Trinamool Congress leader Abhishek Banerjee, and Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav and Prahlad Patel appeared on a leaked list of potential or actual target for spying by the Israeli company NSO's Pegasus spyware. News website The Wire and other international publications reported on Monday. Decoding Pegasus. Pegasus is a spyware developed and licensed by an Israeli company, NSO Group. It can be used to infiltrate smartphones that run on both iOS and Android operating systems and turn them into surveillance devices. A lowdown. Pegasus method of attack is called a zero-click attack, which do not require any action by the user. The spyware can hack a device simply by giving a missed call WhatsApp call. It will alter call log so that the user have no knowledge of what happened. It can also be installed manually on a device or over a wireless transceiver. If it fails to connect with its command and control server for more than 60 days, it will self-destruct and remove all traces. If it detects that it was installed on the wrong device or SIM card, it will self-destruct. Amnesty International noted that despite issuing security updates, Android and iOS devices were breached. To stay safe, users need to ensure that software in devices is updated and all apps are installed directly through the official stores. Why were curbs relaxed for Bakrid? Supreme Court questions Kerala. The Supreme Court on Monday gave the Kerala government less than 24 hours to explain the reason for relaxing COVID-19 restrictions between July 18 and 20 for Bakrid celebration, while noting that any incident that directly affected lives would be viewed sternly and result in prompt action. Kerala filed a 29-page affidavit late on Monday after a bench of Justice Rohinton F. Nariman and B.R. Gavai asked the state to do so by evening and posted the case as the first to be heard on Tuesday. The affidavit said the state's strategy was to achieve a rational balance between life and livelihood. The government said traders were expecting Bakri to alleviate their misery. Parliament off to a turbulent start amid opposition protest. The monsoon session saw a stormy start on Monday, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi unable to introduce his new minister, as is customary after a reshuffle on the first day of Parliament, due to the opposition protest against the fuel price hike and farm laws. As soon as the Lok Sabha convened and Mr. Modi rose to speak, opposition members protested, carrying placards on fuel price hike and raising slogans demanding the repeal of three farm laws. Mr. Modi responded by pointing out the diversity in his new ministry and the disrespect shown to them by opposition member. Tokyo Drift Stadium to screen. It was August 2016 at the historic Maracana Stadium in Rio de Janeiro. Japan promised to host an innovative games in 2020. During the closing ceremony of the 31st Olympic Games, Shinzo Abe, the then Japanese Prime Minister, created a stave as he popped out of a green drain pipe dressed as Super Mario, the star of the Nintendo video game series. To reach Rio in time, he was assisted by the beloved blue Doraemon cat with a pocket full of magic gadgets. Japan was optimistic about using technology to help to host a memorable game, and we felt lucky at the Maracana to soak in the atmosphere as athletes cheer and dance and rain drains the arena. Rio said obrigado and Japan said see you in Tokyo. The crisis ahead, from learning loss to resumption. Since school closure has led to a great loss of nutrition and schooling for the poorest section of our society, there is some urgency in the calls. We hear to reopen schools. However, the important question remains this: if schools were to reopen tomorrow, are we prepared for the resumption? Will it be merely business as usual? The disruption. In what has been perhaps an educational disruption in history without parallel since the mass education system took root in India, schools have been closed for 16 months now, with no clarity on or a timeline for the resumption as yet. The country has promoted online classes and e-connectivity as the solution, perhaps inevitably so. Since physical contact between teacher and children has not been possible, the focus has been on secondary and higher secondary education, with most state ensuring some form or other online classes for this segment. However, due to lack of connectivity as well as a lack of access to e-devices, only a fraction of children, even in this age group, has had online education of any kind. When it comes to children in the primary and upper primary classes, even such access has been limited to a minuscule fraction. Children of the poor studying in government school have been especially disadvantaged in this regard. International experience. One way of addressing the learning crisis might be to repeat the entire academic year. The government in Kenya has decided to do so. Just this, some countries such as the Philippines allow extended time for classes on resumption, both in duration of school hours and more calendar years of interaction. Another approach is to reduce and synthesize the curriculum so that students are able to focus on a few subjects and learn them well. This is followed, for instance, by the state of Ontario in Canada. Surveillance reform is the need of the hour. It is worth asking why the government would need to hack phones and install spyware when existing laws already offer impunity for surveillance. This unsettling query arises on the basis of reports emerging from a collaborative investigation by journalists from around the world, including from India's The Wire, titled the Pegasus Project. Report says that over 300 verified Indian mobile telephone numbers, including those used by minister, opposition leader, journalists, the legal community, businessmen, government officials, scientists, right activists, and others, were targeted using spyware made by the Israeli firm NSO Group. Okay, friend, that's it for today. Let's meet tomorrow with more news and updates. Till then, take care.